Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful morning, nice and calm. It's a good time to walk around the pond and look at everything during this exceptional drought. Let's go for a walk. So starting here on the south side of the pond, the moringa are still dormant. It'll probably be another month, 2 months before they come out. You know, they're real cautious on breaking dormancy. This first pecan tree, of course, was dead. It's been dead for a while. The little baby pecan tree that tried leafed out, but there wasn't enough water to keep going. It's dead. Here's our leaky weir on the main outflow of the pond. This pecan tree's alive. I've given it a little bit of the gray water we've made so far this trip. I'm going to keep watering them good, get them that soil as wet as I can, as deep as I can while I'm here. There's our very first pecan tree that was planted about 5 years ago now. It's looking pretty good. The ground cover even looks fairly decent down in there still with this drought going. We've got a few flowers. Usually this time of the year, you know, on years that it's normal rainfall, this little Asteraceae family is all over the place out here. Almost looks like carpet. This is the only place they're at because I was watering these 9 weeks ago when I was here last, watering the trees. English walnuts are all dead, as you know, if you watch the past videos. These three here are Mission, Texas almonds. It's coming to life. It's got a few little leaves there. Hopefully it'll start growing a little better now that I'm here to water it for a couple weeks anyway. Little signs of life there. Next one down, it's got some more leaves than that one. Normally this time of the year they'd be flowering, but due to the extreme drought, it seems like they decided to put their effort into roots instead of flowers. Yeah, that was doing all right. I'm sure I'll see some improvement. We'll do another little walk at the further down after I've been watering for a while to see the progress. If I was here to water them. This one's the best looking one. Yeah, this one's looked the best this whole time. Hopefully I can keep them alive. I'll be back after this trip for, it'll be about 6 weeks between this trip and the next one. And then it's going to be a good while after that, about 3 months, before I can come out again. Chinese chestnut, of course, they're all dead. I didn't have enough roots to make it through this. Yeah, that was a sad sight to see those gone. I've got some new ones at the house. if you caught that video, to replace these. I'll grow them there for probably another year at least. You know, once I get this pond down to that 25 feet, all the way down this ledge here, we'll be pretty secure, you know, on the water. And it can, hopefully we'll get a few regular years on the rainfall. And this ground could get saturated good. You can tell that water's seeping down. That creosote's looking real good for as bad as it is right now. This backroost is still getting a little water. It wouldn't look like that. I'm sure if these trees had a couple years before this extreme drought came, they would have held on, but you know, I planted them and it didn't rain after that. Yeah, I was really hoping last September when I came out it would be nice and green like the year before, with the watermelons and cantaloupe, everything growing, along with all this other seeds that I planted in here, you know, asparagus, little midget melons, tomatoes, loofah. No rain, no growth. Saw a couple little finch this morning going through these backroosts. There's a few flowers around, not too many though. Here we've got bicolored fan mustard. Creosote doesn't look too bad. It's starting to yellow out though. There's a few right over here by the pitcher pump on the big rock. They look like they're fixing to do something. This is more bicolored fan mustard. It hasn't bloomed yet though. These are the skeleton leaf golden eyes blooming out by now, but it's a little behind schedule because it's so dry. Here's a better example of the bicolored fan mustard. You can see the two different colors of flowers. And there's not a lot of flowers to look at around here this spring. It's pretty early still though. Looks like the ocotillo that I transplanted still looks good. You can see the green down there in the bark. This one here had white-throated wood rat chewing on it. It's still alive though. It wants to make it. Yeah, not a whole lot to look at flower-wise. This ocotillo looks alright. It's still got some green in there. The bigger ones don't take a move very good though. I did notice that. The little ones, you know, they seem to transplant all right. Tree cholla. It bloomed last year. You can still see the blooms on it. What's left from it. The Christmas cactus still has a little fruit on it. I'll tell you, these thorns, they like to grow in the brush. You don't see them. You walk into that, it goes right through your pants. Up here on the roof of the building, figured I'd give you a little overhead look down on the pond. You can see there's a big difference in the amount of green right here where the main body of the pond's been. Real dry over here. And you can see where the pond body started. It's nice and green here. And then it starts to get brown again. You know, this portion of the pond hasn't been there very long, so it hasn't had time to seep into the soil. Definitely noticeable. But I guess that's all I have for this one. I'll see you on the next one.